Now you have learned about the Tanween, but the practical issue. Where do you see this Tanween? Okay, now this takes us to this thing. Okay, look at this. This is very important, yeah? This is very important. Okay, and listen to my explanation carefully. Okay, now you look at all these pictures. They give you the how do you call it? The word in Arabic. So for example, the first one is books. So these are books. So how do you call books in Arabic? They give you 3 letters. They give you this letter, oh sorry, this word, the second word, and the third word. But even though they give you 3 words, basically these words, they are all the same word. This word and the second word and the third word, it is actually the same word. Okay, let's just read the first one. So can anyone?
Kutuban.
Kutuban. Okay, good. Okay, let me make it bigger. So the first one is ku. This is ka. Ku. Kutuban. Okay, this is the Tanween, right? Kutuban. Okay, good. What about the second one?
Kutubin.
Kutubin. Good. Kutubin. Kutubin. Okay, good. What about the third one?
Kutubun.
Kutubun. Kutubun. Yes, good. So it is kutuban, kutubin, kutubun. And all 3 words means books. Books. But, okay. The Tanween, sorry. This is the nature of Arabic word. Arabic word, okay, you will see the vowel until the end of the word. You will see until the end. But when it comes to reading the word, most of the time we will skip this sound. Sorry, you will skip the last symbol. You ignore it. You ignore this as if it doesn't exist. You ignore this. Okay, now let us ignore the Tanween part. Let us read the words again. Just now we read kutuban, kutubin, kutubun. Okay, this time, how do you read this without this part? Can anyone try this?
Kutub.
Kutub. Good, Abdul Rahman. Yes, the first one is kutub. What about the second one?
Same, I think, sir.
Same. Yes, it is same. So we say
Kutub.
kutub again. Yes, so it is also kutub. What about the third one? Yes, what about the third one? Without this, the last symbol.
Kutub.
Kutub. Yes, so all 3 words, they sound similar. Kutub, kutub, kutub. So what are these things? How do you say books in Arabic?
Kutub.
Kutub. Yes, so kutub. Okay, so the name is kutub. The word is kutub. But when it comes to writing in the sentence, you will see the word kutub. Sometimes it will end with this fathah or tanwin fathah. Sometimes you will read kutuban. Sometimes you will read it with kutubin. Sometimes you will read it kutubun. Regardless of these 3 symbols, it is still the same word, which is kutub. Okay, so the word is kutub. That is number 1. Number 2, why do you have different symbols? If despite that the word is a single word, why do you have different symbols? The answer is this is related to grammar. So later on, when you learn, of course, in our first level, you will not learn too much of grammar. In the second level, we will talk a little bit about Arabic grammar. Okay, so when it is in the sentence, then the grammar function of the word will change the ending of that word. So sometimes, that is why sometimes you have kutubun, sometimes you have kutuban, sometimes you have kutubin. So in our next class, when we start reading the text, and when you see this kutuban, okay, you should know, oh, this is actually kutub. You can just ignore this part to understand the meaning. So you just ignore this part. Oh, this is kutub, this is also kutub. So they are the same word. Okay, do you understand this? What I have explained just now? Kutuban, kutubin, kutubun.
Yes.
Okay, basically it is the same word, yeah? Kutub. If you ask your Arab friends, what is books in Arabic? They will say kutub. Nobody will say kutubun or kutuban, kutubin. They will only say that if it is in a sentence. All right? Okay. Next word is the same. So what is this thing? Okay, give me the word. What is this? What is this thing? What is a pen? Based on these 3 words.
Qalaman. Qalam.
Qalaman, qalamin, qalamun. See? Qalaman, qalamin, qalamun. But what is the word? Abdul Rahman said. Qalam. Good. Yes. So this is qalam. So we will read until this meme. We can just ignore this man. Okay. So you say, oh, this is actually qalam. So we write qalam. Qalam. Okay. The meme part, it depends on the location of the word. Sometimes it is qalaman, sometimes it is qalamin, sometimes it is qalamun. But the word itself is just qalam. Okay. Next word. You want to say, this guy, the father. So how do you call a father in Arabic? They give you 3 words, but actually it is 1 word. Which one?
Ab.
Ab. Good. Yes. So the word is ab. So even though here the word is aban, aban, abin, abun, but the word itself is ab. You can ignore this tanween, tanween, and tanween. Okay. But that is only if you read the word individually. But if you link the words, of course, you have to read all this symbol, the tanween and so on. Okay, especially when we read the Quran, right? You have to read. For example, one verse in the Quran, God says about the kitab. Kitabun, about the Quran. Kitabun anzalna. Of course, you have to read everything. You have to say kitabun anzalna. You cannot say kitab anzalna. No. And when it comes to reading the Quran, you have to read all the vowel except the last, when it comes to the last sentence. The last sentence, you don't read the last vowel. Okay, so that is kitab. Okay, let us finish this. We have next. We have this camel. 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 What is the word for camel? From these 3 letters. From these 3 words. Sorry. So here you have a long vowel. You notice this long vowel, fatha and alif. So you must make sure you read it with a long sound. Okay, what is the word?
Naqah.
Naqah. Yes, good. So the word, so this camel is called naqah. 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 So remember this star? You still remember this star? This star, if you read with the symbol, of course, you have to say naqatan with the T sound. Naqatan. But if you skip this, it will become a H sound. That is why we read naqah. Okay? So if we read with this symbol, we say naqatan, naqatin, naqatun. Naqatun. But when you skip this, you will just say naqah. So this is a naqah. This is a naqah, a camel. Okay. Okay, next one. Okay, what is this? A cow. What is the word for cow? Yes?
Baqaratan.
Baqaratan. Okay, the first word is yes, baqaratan. But if you skip the ta sound, the tanween, how do you read the word?
Baqarah.
Baqarah. Yes, good. So what is this? This is baqarah. If you ask your Arab friend, what is a cow? They will say baqarah. They will never say, oh, baqaratan, baqaratin, baqaratun. No, they will just say baqarah. Right? So this tan, tin, tun is only in the text. So you will sometimes you read baqaratan. It is a baqarah, baqaratin, and baqaratun. Okay? So baqarah. Just like in your surah Al-Baqarah. Okay? We will say surah Al-Baqarah. You don't say surah Al-Baqarah because why? Because the word ends with this ta. Okay? With the ta marbuta. Baqarah. And the last word for today is tree. A tree. A tree is called? Yes, what is a tree?
Shajaratan. Shajaratan.
Shajaratan. Yes, if you read with the tanween, yes, it is correct. Shajaratan. So the second one, shajara.
Tin. Shajaratin.
Shajaratin. The third one,
Shajaratun.
shajaratun. Good. So you have shajaratan, shajaratin, shajaratun. But if I ask you, what is tree in Arabic?
Shajarah.
Shajara. Good. All right. So you just say shajarah. So now do you understand this tanween? And yes, okay. Any question? Any question for the tanween?
The Tanween, it only at the end of the word. So
Yes.
if in a sentence,
Okay. A sentence. If it is a sentence, okay. Let us write this. I give you a sentence, yeah. For example, oops. I give you a sentence. For example, okay. Hmm. Thank you for the question. Okay, yes, what we have seen just now, these are all the individual words. But of course, we are going to learn sentence. This is an example of a sentence where you have tanween at the end of all the words. So for this particular sentence, the tanween is all with the tanween with a dhamma, tanween dhamma. Okay, you will not see a fatha or a kasra. In another example, yes. Okay, now let us read this sentence. The first word, the second word, and the third word. What is the first word?
Muhammadun.
Muhammadun. Good. The first word is Muhammadun. But what is Muhammadun? This is
Muhammad.
Muhammad. Good. Yes. So Muhammad. We say Muhammad. Nobody will say Muhammadun. But when it is in a sentence, they will have to put all of these symbols due to the grammar function of the word. Okay. So sometimes you will see Muhammadun. Sometimes don't be surprised that you will see they say Muhammadan. Just like in our shahada, we say, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna
Muhammad.
Muhammad
Muhammad Rasulullah.
Muhammadar Rasulullah. Correct? We say Muhammadan. We don't say Muhammadun. What is Muhammadan? Muhammadan is also Muhammad. Why it is sometimes done, sometimes done? Because of the grammar function. All right. So now you know Muhammadun, Muhammadan is the same person. Sometimes you will see they write Muhammadin. Muhammadin. So it doesn't matter whether it is done, done, then it is referring to the same person, Muhammadun. Okay. So in a sentence, of course, you have two options. First, you can read with all the symbols, with all the tanween. So you can say Muhammadun talibun mujtahidun. Okay, you can read with all the vowels. Muhammadun talibun mujtahidun. That is one way. Okay, Haifa? The
Okay.
second way, you can skip the sound. So let's say we skip the last the ending, the last ending. The last ending. The ending symbol. So we skip the ending symbol. So how do you read without this ending symbol?
Muhammad
Muhammad
Talib
Talib
Mujtahid.
Mujtahid. Yes, correct. So you have two ways of reading it, right? First, you read everything, all the symbol, Muhammadun Talibun Mujtahidun. And the second way is Muhammad Talib Mujtahid. So if you ask me, how do you read? Which one do you use? Okay, if I ask you, if for example in grammar classroom or in reading classroom, of course you have to read everything. Okay, because the teacher wants you to read with the correct symbols. Muhammadun Talibun Mujtahidun. But when you read it on your own or when you speak, okay, when you speak, nobody will read Muhammadun Talibun Mujtahid, because when you read on your own, you want to read fast, right? So you just say Muhammad Talib Mujtahid. Muhammad Talib Mujtahid. Okay, if you want to speak, you say, hey, Muhammad Talib Mujtahid. We don't say Muhammadun Talibun Mujtahidun. Nobody will say that. All right, so it is up to you. So when we read the text, inshallah, in the next classes, when we read the text, so you have the options whether you want to read with this symbol or you want to skip it. The meaning is similar. Muhammad, okay, I give you the meaning. Muhammad is Muhammad Talib is a student. So Muhammad is a student. Muhammad Talib. Mujtahid, hardworking. Muhammad is a hardworking student. Okay. Yes. Any other question?
No.
Okay, no. What about the others? Do you have any question regarding the whatever that we have covered today? No?
So far,
Yes,
no.
Abdul Rahman. No
So
question?
far, Alhamdulillah, no.
Okay, Alhamdulillah, no. Okay, what about the rest? Ma Xiao Chun, Malaika,
No,
Aisyah?
sir. All clear.
No, sir.
Okay, good. All right. Alhamdulillah.